Yep, that is a minor technical issue with the mic being muted. Yep. I'll start again. Welcome in everybody to the final part of Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Reforged. We're going to complete the game tonight there. But welcome in there, JD, Happy Cat, Black Horse and Metro. Welcome in everybody. And I hope you're doing all right there as well there, Metro. Because I've been worried about you this week there. And I hope you're also recovering as well, because I know you knackered your leg as well, the same as I've done my bloody chest and my side in. But let's press some buttons and we'll begin where we left off. We should be on chapter 14. If we can go to Spain when I click here, then we're in the right place. The call of the Squeaky Bottle King. Let's have a chat with Lopez.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
JD is lubed up and streaking through the streets tonight.
Senor Stobbart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess here?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
They
Senor
say
Stobbart,
sharing is caring.
I feel I owe
Happy
you
_cat_lady.
an apology.
Will you be my caring
No, you
cake
don't.
sharing partner
I
in
was
crime?
impolite on our first meeting.
All the voices coming in at once there, and welcome in there, Gooey, as well, and welcome in again there, Black Horse.
I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Welcome in there once again, everybody. All the voices going off at once there.
Lopez, one man and his hose. Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge, as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
Yeah, we're about to find out what happened to the children.
I've had the chalice polished.
Oh, it is magnificent.
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
The cake is all happy cats.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, senor Stobbart.
Okay, let's head on in. And we'll have a word with the Countess upstairs. As always, I'll try not to talk over the dialogue for this one so we can hear the final stretch of the story as we're at it. Also going to collect this as we're walking through as well. One mirror off the wall.
Senor Stobbart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the Knights secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
There's still the mystery of that missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcellos are cursed.
Can I not have any tea, Happy Cat? But what mischief has all been getting yourselves into today, though?
There's something else that
Whilst we're chatting with her here.
Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobbart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest. I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcellos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must
Evening,
go
Mr. V.
as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
Should we give her the hand buzzer?
I don't suppose you know how to recharge an electrical vibrator, do you?
What an extraordinary request.
Don't knock it. This thing saved my life in Syria. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Right, let's go downstairs. And head back out to the mausoleum. Oh, we have a little bit more work to do. If George will move. There we go. It must be like a swamp there. He's been spraying that for weeks. Now then, do we have to go and speak to her first, now that we've got the Bible? Evening, Jaffman, welcome in. Because I know the piece that we're looking for is in there.
I couldn't reach up there.
Why do I think that we do this? Does she do it automatically? What we're trying to do? We're trying to spark that up.
No, that was a silly idea. I decided to think things through.
Oh, but we want to cause some arson. What you been getting yourself up to today, Jaffa? Click on that. There we go. So now we have to close that, but I don't know why I haven't triggered. This bit. Now we light the candle. He stuffs it straight back in his pocket.
Doing. 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 This is awesome.
Indeed,
The
Jaffa.
candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Then we'll go back inside. Oh, we got an achievement. But you've been having fun with the council. They're always fun to deal with. What have they broken this time? Do you down there, Jaffa, do you have to pay extra for extra on top of your thing already to have them take the garden stuff? Because they've been introducing it in stages around here in the past 2 years. We've had to pay extra for the garden bins. And then they only collect it after that for half a year. Yep, you got that as well. That's that. You've got to fanny on requesting it every single month, even though you paid for it. So this year the charge would double than what they did last year. It was a straight up double of the price. And same again. If you don't actually book it, then each time, each month, you don't get it.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
But if you want to go to the tip as well, you've got to book it.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Book an appointment. You can't just go anymore.
7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns.
Not the unicorns again.
The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is their mausoleum a well, Senor Stobbart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Hey, click on that one as well.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it? Or what have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
This is dead-eyed expression on it. But welcome in there, Gary, as well. And yeah, it does, Jaffa. It's like you say, what on earth we're paying it for when they just keep on taking away services that should be included in it? I hate it when you know the letter that you get like each year saying this is like how much that it's going to cost for the council tax. It's not like the wording in it is just awful. It's like because it has like a top like demand letter. It's like. You just want to go like up to them and like slap it in their faces with it and just go, how dare you speak to people like that? But you've been making fuel. Actually, I'm looking to when I'm next on to start the nuclear power generation because I'm in desperate need for more electricity. I'm just trying to decide where I'm going to build it to bring all the resources close together. Good evening, Samwise, and welcome in. Hope you're feeling a bit better today there as well. It's all Gary's fault. Where? I can't remember what I was going to say.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
So I paid for 15 years to take away the brown 45 collected. I wish our stuff was collected. They barely collect any of our bins every month. It's ridiculous.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Free prescriptions up here, though, Black Horse. But don't do it, Samwise. Don't put proper clothes on. Just stay nice and comfy across the sofa with a blanket on. Don't eat yet, but I need some materials to create a few things. So, you thought potatoes would do it. Right, the particle accelerator for making the nuclear pasta was in power drain was 20 was it 20 or 21 thousand megawatts. And it was pushing my power limit to. It's basically it's just peaking over the limit of what I'm currently generating. So I'm gonna go nuclear. So I'm gonna sit and plan out. Well, at the minute I'm still working on tweaking another blueprint. And when I finish those tweaks and I finish the decoration inside, then I'm gonna go nuclear.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Has anyone actually tried that?
It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
It looked like he was calling to the hazel tree there with
Catch
his
you later,
eyes.
Lopez.
Have you tried it before, Gary? I've always been curious if as to what it would if it would work and how it would work rather. How do you feel the difference in your hands?
Carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
I'm sure there's a hazel tree. I'm sure there's it was around here.
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
I bet you were disappointed when you done it, Gary, and that it was just water and not butterscotch. Now, are you sure Clarkson didn't just walk over a hole or something like that and fall down the well? Just happened to be holding the stick in his hand.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
How's Minnie doing tonight there as well, Gary?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough.
Good evening, Mr.
We'll
Smith.
find this well in no time.
Days later. He's reading his book now. What's he throwing darts at his hosepipe for? Brace yourself, Mr. Smith. Your adrenal glands have been removed.
You found something.
Borrow a body program.
This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
Is it when
but I don't think the Templars.
Mr. Smith wakes up is a bath full of ice? Doesn't that have to take the kidneys out?
Stone was laid many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way.
Is she laying it on, Gary? Evening, Jim. You joined us for a spot of broken sword.
The end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Hello,
Stood in
I
awe
have
for a
been
moment,
born.
marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Here he goes.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really bad feeling about this.
What could possibly go wrong, George? Oh, she's running out of school crying. Is she still awake now, or is she asleep? And just thinking about Cyberpunk there as well, Mrs. I'm looking forward to Friday night and continuing playing Cyberpunk. Straight into an actual story mission will be on Friday. You're fast asleep. Yeah, I've got to send you point and click reminders, Jim. I'll send you a Cyberpunk reminder as well on Friday. Alright, where are we here? Inventory? No. We'll click on the lion's head first of all. She's awake. Evening, Minnie.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Oh yeah, I mean the religious talks, yeah. Is that because the priest tries to scare and frighten you? Oh, if you don't do this, demons are gonna get you. Tell the priest where he can stick it. Oh, I'll be back. Can I see? Well, I'm trying to look for my inventory box here. I'm assuming that I'm sticking this in the old. Maybe it's not. Oh, maybe we yank it out.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Oh.
A Smith 501. The stars align to amplify your sinister intentions. Beware, for your evil deeds will be executed with chilling precision.
He did. I kind of want to watch that again, to be honest. Just the FUD.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Senor Stobbart! Are you alright? Senor Stobbart!
We will lead back after this one. There's multiple opportunities to get killed in this, Gary. Oops, indeed, Mr. V. And welcome in again there, Mr. V. Continue. There we go. We're giving JD and Mr. V 2 death loops. Alright, this time I'm standing by with the cursor over here.
I could hear the sound of a lot of and
It's George leaps to safety.
Oh, very funny, you psychos! Senor Stobbart! Senor Stobbart! Are you alright?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
Que susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
Evening, Frodo. Tell Frodo he has to get you some something nice. He has to bring you back a nice treat from the shops when he goes out. In we go.
I wish that I had Leary's flashlight now. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Oh, yeah, I know what we're going to do now. This is why in my head we've got to pick up the mirror. We have to do this style. You can go right, turn right, and then go back. No, you've always got to do it slightly to the left.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Now how do we stick this up the hole? What's that one, JD?
Open sesame! Another secret
One
door.
ticket for Dr._Ravenholm travelling from Finsbury Park Station to Lartington. That will be £40.
I don't know where either of those places are. What trouble you been getting yourself up to as well there, JD? Are you still having fun at the classes? Have you had any more exams this week as well?
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
I'm guessing that something went wrong and it cut a section of that cutscene. Because what we were supposed to see in there was the body of the children that were down in the well.
George, welcome back.
Come in, George. It's good to see you.
I definitely didn't click anything because I've not even got my hand on the keyboard or the mouse.
What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah, I know.
He's a total creep, that Andre. There has been multiple patches because there's been lots of glitches, unfortunately.
The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
Scottish people, then.
Better stop painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
Here we go. I didn't want to talk over the dialogue bit there, but you got bloody plague as well there, JD, this week. Does that mean are you doing the
Andre, you've
remote
been
classes
loads of
today?
help, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. But listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and don't worry about us.
So we're off to Scotland now. But yeah, a lengthy sort of cutscene there. But just going back to Spain there as well. There, they may have chosen to cut it as well. But yeah, there was as I say, an extra bit in there. When they did an early 2000s release of the first Broken Sword as well, after the 9/11 attacks at the World Trade Center, they changed the dialogue in the intro. Was it in the intro or was it just after the intro? They changed a chunk of dialogue anyway. They removed it a bit because they thought it was because of it might cause upset because of the dialogue and the bombings and stuff. But I thought it was a bad choice to change it, but and all its glory welcome in there as well. What you think about this game is the Americans. Americans are useless. Well, the ones in the US are anyway. The ones on either side of that are all right. He was having loads of bother with his computer, Mr. Smith. Was it yesterday or the day before I was speaking to him? And I think he's had to wipe his computer and start again. Because I think, I can't remember what he said now. There's something went tits up on his computer. I remember him saying that much, but I can't for the life of me now think of what it was that he said had gone wrong. But I think he had to wipe his machine, start from scratch. Is at the end of it. Okay, let's jump over to on here, where we're going to encounter some people from Newcastle, from my hometown, with extreme accents, if I remember rightly. As always, as we get to the final stages of the game, I'll try not to talk over the dialogue as best I can, so we can all hear the story.
I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
Is this the right time and place, Josh?
There might not be another time. I don't want to waste this chance.
You don't need to say anything. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. But here, with you. Now.
Hard to believe this thing saved my life.
I'll buy you a new one when we get back.
I wonder if there ever was a Thomas Merlin.
Didn't I tell you? I checked. There wasn't.
Get a room. Wait a second. I think I've lent on my pedal. There we go. Bouncy indeed, Jim. Well, I caught up on my TV shows today. I started watching. Sorry, what's that? Yeah, that clip from SNL is it's just the stare that the from. Oh, look at that! Hang on, before we go any further, we'll go through this Pokemon. !PH, who will take the contract and eliminate the Proby Pass? I wonder what the hell that is. Oh, who got it? Who got it in there? Actually, who did get it? Oh, Jim got it. Yeah, guys, if you haven't seen that SNL sketch from the Renaissance Type 1, I will put it on Discord later on.
Tic Tac Jim failed the contract and was unable to eradicate the Probopass infestation at the Heathland.
No, you did. Unsuccessful. What weapon did you have? Flashbang. Oh, you just frightened it away. You're just deeper into hiding in the heathland. Hang on, wait a second, because I'd be somewhere where we're going now. You see the person next to him begin to laugh. Yeah, just yeah, JD, just a twist and it pops off. Oh, I've watched that now like a couple of times because I watched it again there when I shared it with Mr. Smith and Gary. And, oh, you kind of sit still just with her talking through it. It's like how you say opium-induced coma.
I've still got the clown's nose.
So I see. You should throw it away, George.
That would have been better with a staring glance instead of the flashbangs. Oh, hang on. Jim's going in for another round. For a slingoo. That sounds messy. Wait, you saved it? No, that is definitely one of the better sketches of recent times. Jaffa gets the naughty nightstick. Wait a second. Exactly happy. What the hell is that? I'd hate to think what this naughty nightstick is, and the fact that it's in your hand.
Jaffa Munchies failed the contract and was unable to eradicate the sligoo infestation at the meadow.
It sounds very dodgy, Jaffa. All right.
This thing has got me out of a few scrapes.
Maybe I should get one.
I wonder where Khan is now.
Forget about him. He must be miles away.
Do you want to look after this ticket?
Not me. I don't want to get involved with the British Railways official.
Yeah, don't blame him. It sounds like something you get at the Bouncy Street, Mr. Smith. It definitely sounds like something that Jaffa purchased from there. Looking at yeah, it's some kind of special jail memories. I'm just going to do the thing. Just for a moment, I want to have a look and see what this looked like in the original format as well, because this is the remastered one. We'll not like go rapidly back and forth. We'll just have one quick look. We'll have a little spy of it, and then we'll flip back to see what it originally looked like. And then we'll go back to the remaster. They really did a beautiful job of redrawing all of the frames for the game. Definitely in line with like the artwork that we saw in like Broken Sword 5.
You're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep?
Sleep? At a time like this?
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie? I've got some tablets in my bag.
Cyanide from him.
No. Thank you.
Thanks all the same, ma'am.
Oh, we got control of our character again here.
She was as beautiful as ever, but the shadows beneath her eyes marked the strain of the last few days. The old lady reminded me of my grandmother, except, of course, that this old lady was still alive.
Is that JD sending Mr. Smith the slave to get everyone for a tea? Is that Mr. Smith? No, not this time. This is Khan the assassin in disguise,
Pardon
though.
me?
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? Well, that's outrageous. He should be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
Definitely looks like a Scooby-Doo villain, doesn't it?
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
I was going to say the same thing, Jim. I thought 8 minutes late would be running better than normal. I would have thought, Mr. V.
8.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of his, though.
Do you know Sterling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds abound?
Yeah,
It's one of the places we thought we'd see on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
I've been to the castle.
no.
I have to duck under every doorway.
Espresso bars.
That's what I took away from the castle.
Are more your cup of tea.
That's right.
Besides the concussion.
There's nothing George enjoys more than a good boogie.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Sterling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Okay, let's head on out.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K. Tickets, please. Oh, hi.
I was thinking the exact same thing there, Jim, and I didn't want to say it.
Price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Sterling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Can't you sit still, George?
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Cheek. Alright, let's get it over with. Let's go and have a word with this chap in here. Does he give me the mouse back?
I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him. All I could see of the man's face was a massive purple bruise around his eye. It was a strange contrast with his flaming red hair, which stuck out.
Or escaped prisoner, Jim.
The man's face was blotched and unshaven. I guess he'd been traveling all night. Red-rimmed eyes stared fish-like above his broken nose.
Yeah, these guys already ate something from the sandwich car, Mr. V.
Hi! Having a party?
No, this is breakfast. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin? King Arthur's queen?
Forget it. Do you know what this is?
No, man, what is it?
It's a hand buzzer.
You won't catch me out with that, pal.
If I'd wanted to catch you out, I wouldn't have shown it to you, would I?
Well, maybe she's my pal. Like a clever double bluff, you know?
Have you ever seen this man before?
Aye, man. He's chalky white and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Well, aye, man, but I was close, you know?
You're in the wrong, the wrong area of the country there, Mr. Smith.
Would you like a red nose?
No, thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
Have you ever seen anything like these before?
Yeah, those look right wicked.
It's not a weapon.
Well, no, but you have to be flexible, like.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Aye, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs, too, by the looks of you. See you later.
I had to exhaust every line of dialogue with him.
You haven't opened that window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
Alright, let's head back out there. Right, what did we have to do next? As I can't quite remember. Sounds like my old granddad, he came from Durham. That's where I've not been for a long time. There used to be a cafe in Durham that I used to like to go to. But I think it was screwed itself, really, because it was, like, really tucked away. If you didn't know it was there, because you had to go down, like, back alleys to get to this bit that was overlooking the river. Really, really nice in there. You know, good service, good tea, good, you know, like, cakes and stuff like that. But came back one year, it's gone, closed down. Evening, Clancy, welcome in.
The door was locked.
Let's keep going.
The door was locked.
We're gonna have to go and beat up Gary now.
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car. Okay, maybe he did scare me.
Yeah, mess him up, Mr. Smith.
I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer.
Let's jump past here. Yeah, alright. I just want to save it before we go any further. Best nose rise got 10 minutes before the rest of them. Was that mustache can poke holes in? As I say, one, I've enjoyed playing for this, and two, I'm absolutely loving the new artwork as well. Like the way we can see the characters now, compared to the late 90s. Was it late 90s? It must have been late 90s when this came out originally.
Sort of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Oh, I don't know if I need to trigger this next bit first. I know this is coming.
Leave it alone, man.
Yeah. Go back along this way first, 'cause I think we need to speak to that fella. Well, I need to get blocked by that fella first before we take the extreme measures.
I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy. Guido was still looking pretty menacing.
Is it the Hogwarts Express? Because they would have drove up from London.
Leave it alone, man.
Hey, buddy. Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans like, so action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, pal. I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. An old lady, too?
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like?
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know?
No, she's been abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
See you later.
Okay.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Evening, Mini Gary. Crikey, look at the shape. I think it's this way we're going. Or maybe it's not. I mean, George definitely had that coming. Oh, it's put us back here. Okay. Oh, actually, just to be sure, I'm going to apparently press the wrong menu. I'm going to reload from where we managed to, because I think that's before the dialogue. That's a Mission Impossible level stunt, is it? Right, let's head back in here for a second. We'll have to have a word with this fella again.
Hey, buddy.
You get a bottle of water and she's playing with your phone.
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans like, so action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
See you later.
Maybe our save wasn't past the point. Hang on, we're going here again. Maybe we didn't trigger this before we saved it.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
We'll try again.
Hey, buddy. Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, pal. I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. An old lady, too?
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like?
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
See you later.
Alright, this time we go out the window.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Here we go.
Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Jump dog. Oh, please, I don't talk with an extreme accent like that. Jump George. Oh, must be this window we're going through. All right. Like, it didn't look like it, but I suppose it doesn't look quite the same as the original, does it?
Hey!
Whee!
Let's talk this over like reasonable people, Eklund. I can explain everything.
We're getting JD's death loops in tonight.
Leave it alone, man.
Oh, yeah, we really should have saved it before we climbed out the window.
Hey, buddy. See you later.
Leave it alone, man.
Oh, where has it saved us? Oh, this is a bit of a problem. All right, I'll just have to try and like quickly skip through these bits as best we can to trigger all the dialogue again that we need.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and...
But yeah, Clancy, it's good the way that the way the stories in these ones all play out. If you like this one though, you can see the falls. This is the remaster of the first game, but we have played all 5 games as well, and also other director's cuts and other remasters of other games in the series as well. And Clancy, thank you so much for the sub there as well, mate.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, wrong button. Thank you once again there, Clancy, as well. I hope you enjoy these sort of games as well, because I think next week, I think on Wednesday, because it's 1 week, and then we're going to do the Halloweeny stuff, and then we'll be back to normal. So we're going to do some more point and click next week.
No.
Let's just skip through the dialogue, because we've heard him say this like 3 times now.
See you later.
Right.
Do it, pal. Don't jump.
I'm going to...
Yuck.
Just...
Right, now we're going to save that we've opened the window. Hopefully it saves it correctly. It's there. This looks like a game made, but yeah, the remaster. Right, I'll give the comparison again. So I'm going to flick. This is the remaster where they've redrawn everything. What it looked like in the 90s, though, is this. So that they've redrawn every cell in 4K. But this is also the art style that they had in the last game in the series, Broken Sword 5, as well, like in Broken Sword 4 as well. I definitely recommend picking up the bundle with all the games in. We'll switch back. So this is the old graphics, and this is the new graphics. But they've done an absolutely beautiful job of redoing the game.
Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
As I said before, Broken Sword is one of my absolute favourite series of games. You're right up there with Mass Effect. Speaking of point and clicks, has Jim checked his inbox today? Ooh, I'm burping away here again. I really wanted when this game came to the Kickstarter, I couldn't back it on the Kickstarter for the remaster anyway, because it was way too expensive, and they had the art book. £100 they wanted for the art book. It's like, no, I'll pay 30 quid for it. I'm not paying 100. Okay, that didn't work. Oh look, it's giving him an auto save on that carriage this time. Oh. Oh. The brake cable. Okay, never death loop. Oh, you know that you all want Scarlet Maiden. I think I only have a brief second to click. There we go.
You saved our lives, but why?
You are always on the same side, Stobbart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Demolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields,
which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
What he's kind of describing, just what you're saying, like Assassin's Creed. Oh. Just what you said, Assassin's Creed, I suppose, like what you're saying there about the power to control the will and what have you. I mean, look at the it was with the apples of Eden, isn't it, in the Assassin's Creed series? But yeah, I mean, you've got the Templars, which is this fella who's lying on the ground here, or a fake Templar, as he puts it, and then you've got an assassin here. But remember, this game is well before the Assassin's Creed series, because this originally came out in the mid to late 90s. I can't think what year it was off the top of my head, because I had it on the original PlayStation.
Maybe not.
You checked your inbox, Jim. As well, Jim, don't launch any of those point-and-click games that you've picked up using Steam. The emulator that's bundled with it inside of Steam is absolutely awful. Technically, it's the same thing, but Steam have fiddled with it and made it crap. Download it from that link I sent you this morning, and what you do is when that menu comes up, you click add game or install. It's obvious, when you're looking at the screen, and from there add the titles, navigate to the Steam folder, and then launch them using that. And you'll have a far, far better experience than what you have launching it from Steam. I haven't got a link to it here. I'll find it there. Yeah, I made that mistake with the LucasArts stuff. Not good at all yet.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village Stobbart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage just around the corner. May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
Last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
He's dead, Jim. But yeah, for next Wednesday, though, I like to do my annual playthrough of Simon the Sorcerer. So, as a one-off special next Wednesday, we're going to do Simon the Sorcerer again. I don't know, I mean, I was say annual playthrough, so this is like 5 years, isn't it? So it's kick him in the nuts. Just carry. Smithy, no. It's okay, he'll be fine. JD will revive him and put him in the dungeon.
The guy was a professional killer. The last thing he deserved was sympathy. I had to admit it, though. I was sorry he'd ended up this way. It was a fire extinguisher.
Haha, Gary!
I couldn't think of a single way the extinguisher would be of use in the absence of a fire. Underneath that heap of tumbled crates was Eklund. I wasn't about to help him out. Underneath that heap of tumbled crates, the head of the axe glinted invitingly. I could hack Eklund into tiny pieces and feed him to the wolves.
There are many wild wolves in Scotland. Or you can feed it to the wild haggis. Elusive prey, very difficult to catch.
Don't even think about it, George.
What? Who?
Look me straight in the eye and tell me you weren't thinking of using that axe on Eklund.
Don't be foolish, woman. I was going to use it on you.
Oh, I can't click on Nico here, hang on. We're here, George.
The rear exit was barred and padlocked.
Hang on.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
And tell me this instant, George Stobbart.
I will, when I'm ready.
I think it's because she's tied up, Clancy.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was going to die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do, and kissing you was at the top of my list.
George!
Uh-huh?
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Alright, well, hang on until after the Hunger Games is over, so that we don't have it covering up or dialogue getting in the way of the thing. But exclamation mark Hunger Games and or tribute for the 429th games. Was it, you may see wolves in the zoo, but no. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be anything like that in the wild in the UK. Just foxes, I suppose, would be the equivalent, or like the biggest one. Maybe that's Roman wild. Have we got any alliances? Oh, Samwise and JD coming in from District 2. But exclamation mark Hunger Games and or tribute and or HG for those like me that can't bother to type in the whole line of the Hunger Games. Gary coming in from District 7. Will he make Mini Gary proud and win the games? Foxes and badgers. Seen a fair few badgers recently as well, actually, unfortunately. Sadly, they've been hit by the side of the road. There was a couple of years ago, there were some trees that hadn't bloomed apparently for 20 odd years, and they suddenly then had like apples growing on them, and the badgers went across crossing the motorway. So many of them got taken out, unfortunately. fox close to my house now. Even now, can hear their howls. Oh, Jaffa got killed. Jaffa's been murdered, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our victor. The winner of the Hunger Games. Clancy B. The pie-eating victor. Clancy B won by challenging Jaffa Munchies to a pie-eating contest. And Jaffa Munchies ate one too many.
He exploded from pie overdosing. But Clancy is the victor. Okay, we are approaching the end game now. This is the final section of the game. We can use Clancy's ears, taking a brief sabbatical to spread joy and goodwill. Safe travels, little buddy. But here we be at the church. I'm gonna
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show him now. What's C4?
Plastic, Josh.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, Josh. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
He was going to take an axe and she has C4. Make big boom. I can't remember if there was anything I needed to collect out here.
It was just about recognizable as the church I'd seen reflected in the chalice. Templars, Roundheads and Cavaliers. This place has seen a lot of history.
Yeah, St. Clancy, they've done an absolutely beautiful job with these. You should check out over on the YouTube. Have a look for my Broken Sword playlist. It will get the playlist for Broken Sword will get published by Ada onto Discord at the end of the stream automatically anyway. But have a look through the later games, because obviously I'll flick back momentarily to the original. So this was the original, as you can see from back in the 90s, and then we'll jump back to the other one and what they've redrawn. And this art style is in the later games as well. And of course, like 1 and 2, well, Broken Swords 1 and 2 are in that previous style that I just showed. Broken Sword 3 is a 3D point and click game. Which is also the origins of this. Go watch the first part. This is what I was thinking, the rubble pile. For some reason my head thought that was outside.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem. The handle turned easily and the larger wheel began to revolve.
It's got a weird cranking motion.
Then the handle came off in my hand. The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing.
Have we got any of our junk in our inventory? Let's have a word with Nico.
Nico?
Uh-huh.
Nico, I found an
Gandalf's
old clay
pipe.
pipe.
George, I don't care.
Nico, I found an old clay pipe.
George, I don't care.
It's like in the second one, she keeps complaining because all the way through the game, he has like a maggot in his pocket. No, sorry, not maggot, a tequila worm. And a pair of Nico's little red panties. Yeah, it works much better when you download it separately. You can press the cheese button, courtesy of the collector. Welcome in, collector. I think it's F5 brings up the menu in that. But there's also, I want to say it's maybe something in S or something. There's a button where you can speed it up. Because in Simon the Sorcerer 1, for, I don't know, a year, I had the world speed record champion. I was the number one person. I think I shaved like an hour off the best person speed run. He complained about it. It took him almost a year to beat it. The hilarious thing was that we did it as a giggle, no preparation or anything. we just did it as a joke for one night on stream. And we managed to like completely blast this guy's time, and he had the admins emailing me and stuff as well on the site that like maintains all the speed runs, because he did nothing but complain about it. But yeah, there is a button where you can speed up the animation, so it like plays the game in fast mode. It looks quite funny when you're doing it. But yeah, next week though, we're definitely going to do Simon the Sorcerer 1, which means at Christmas time, we'll also do the Simon the Sorcerer 2. Because we've got to have the annual playthrough.
Right away next time we pass a waste bin.
I thought I'd keep it as a souvenir. No. Maybe not. What are you doing?
Committing this inscription to memory.
Can you read it?
She got a camera around the neck.
What's the point of studying the inscription if you can't read it?
Because it could be important. A clue to whatever we're looking for, who knows? I might find someone installing to translate it.
We don't have time to go looking for a linguist.
No? At least I am doing something positive.
10 boxes of cheese-flavoured lube. That sounds like a right sticky mess, collector.
What language is that inscription written in?
You're the languages student, you tell me.
It looks like ancient Norse. Maybe.
Perhaps it's in code.
I don't think so.
Norse code.
No.
Oh, maybe I was clicking on the wrong cog.
The handle was gone.
Okay.
It was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
Yeah. In Broken Sword 5 as well, you know how these ones look like they're basically static frames, but as you move around the frames in Broken Sword 5, you see like you've got the background there, the different levels of the frame move at different pace, like different races, different paces. As well, to give it looks really, really beautiful when you get to play that one as well. As I say, get the set. You know you want to.
The cog slipped neatly into the eye.
That's the word I was thinking. The parallax. Why do we have the clay pipe? I'm trying to remember what we have to do with the clay pipe. Exclamation mark. Pokemon Hunter. It's the cursed flamingo. They've escaped Skyrim, everybody.
Under one of the stones, I found
Jaffa
a
gets it
metal
this time.
which was green with age.
Poison dart. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, you have to get all 3 hits. If you're going to be successful, will you get hit number 3? Oh no.
Jaffa Munchies failed the contract and was unable to eradicate the
It
flamingo
was caked with
infestation at the
soil,
police
but what I'd found was a
station.
small cog and spindle.
There's the other cog.
With the clay pipe in his mouth, he looked happy, homely, like somebody's granddaddy.
What do you think you're doing, Josh?
I wondered if there was a secret mechanism in the demon's mouth.
Maybe you should show a little more respect.
For a mythical medieval demon? Give me a break.
Okay, go right ahead. Meddle with forces you don't understand. Incur the demon's wrath and burn in hell. Just see if I care.
Tic Tac Jim completed the contract and eradicated the Cophagragus infestation at the rest stop using the photon cannon.
The photon cannon, it never stood a chance. Alright, let's stick the... Oh, hang on, wrong one. Let's stick the other cog in the other eye.
With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into...
Oh, we sent us I'll have to have a look in a minute, JT. Right, I am going to disable the various screen effects now, because we're about to get the... in a brief moment, we're going to get this is the end of the game. The cutscene is quite long. I won't talk over it so that we can listen to it. I believe, if I remember right, there's one bit where I do have to click as we go through it. But I'm 99% certain this is the point where it begins. I'm going to turn the microphone off as well so that we can listen to the end of it.
I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth, the cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
You went to negative numbers with a photon cannon. And away we go.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet? The powder spilling from the barrels reminded me of pirate stories I'd loved when I was a kid. It was gunpowder.
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for? Shh! Will you look at that? Baphomet. Labino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why is it double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet. Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet. We salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. Seven centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars. George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood. Yeah, true.
Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you? I'll see you in hell first.
George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre et l'on kill him.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Take them. Kill them. They will not escape.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
George, what are we going to do?
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you'll never be able to write your story now.
I don't care. I've got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?
And there we have it. We've completed Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged. Technically the third time that we've played through Evening Bear, welcome in. Third time we played through the first Broken Sword game on stream, because we've now done all three versions. We've done the original released PlayStation, like PS1 version. We've played the director's cut, which had a whole load of extra bits in which weren't included in this version. This is a recreation of the what I would call the theatrical version, the one that was on the original PlayStation. And then, of course, we've also completed the Reforged one. I don't know if they're going to do it with Broken Sword 2. We have done on stream. We've done Broken Sword 2, theatrical release, the original PlayStation version, and the remaster, which is a little bit tweaked. Broken Sword 3, of course, 4 and 5, we've done those as well on stream as well. Broken Sword 6 is coming out hopefully at some point soon. They took away the date, so I don't know what the story is with that one. I'd imagine it's probably going to be early next year, I reckon, before we see Broken Sword 6. But the second that comes out, we are streaming it, cancelling whatever stream we have scheduled for that night, and we'll be playing Broken Sword 6 the day that it comes out. The sword wasn't even broken. I know. Different type of sword, Gary. But I hope you've enjoyed that one there, as I've been waiting for this one to come out for so long. Since I heard they were doing the remaster of it. You can get these on tablet as well. They're available on the Play Store. As well, because I've got a couple of them on there as well. That Broken Swords 1 and 2. They split the other ones into multiple sets as well. It's like a part 1 and a part 2. I think just to keep the memory size down in the app, maybe. Can we fast forward? Can we fast forward to the end of the thing on there?
Hello again.
What now?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
No more than you, I'll bet.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Aha! Is it real? It must be worth a small fortune. You stole it, I suppose.
I'm not a crook.
Go to visit everybody.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir.
I've got a toilet chain from a bar in Syria.
No, Kitty. A toilet chain? From Syria? You sad man.
What now, monsieur?
Check out my ID card.
Your ID card, monsieur? I don't think so.
No, it's Rosso's card.
Attempting to impersonate a policeman is a criminal offense, monsieur.
Ah, forget it. Thanks for your help, buddy.
I think we're getting a cutscene of all the daft dialogue here.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Does the name on this card mean anything to you?
Augustin Rosso? No, dear, nothing. It conjures up the image of a Gaulois-smoking, absinthe-drinking French policeman. I'm sure the real Inspector Rosso is nowhere near so romantic.
I think you'd be surprised.
There we go. Chapter section. Oh, right, so we can, if you wanted to jump between different bits. Hang on, let's click on here. Sure, over. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, so then up yesterday. Hope we click here for a chapter selector. Is it really going to make us go through all this again?
Paris in the fall.
Yep.
Last months of the year.
I thought that, I was just assuming that you would be like a chapter selector when you went in new game.
As I picked myself, life went on around me.
Back to the main menu though. Who's the more chapter selector? Oh, there we go. So in the director's cut version of this game, there's also sections where you take control of Nico throughout it as well. Because I think there's about 15 chapters in that one because we've got the Nico inserts as well that are in there. So there's only 9 in the original playthrough, original version even. But I'm pleased you enjoyed that there as well there, Jim. We haven't blown too much of your bank account. You buying up all the point-and-click games online. If I can find my CD-ROM of it, we'll maybe just do the Chaos Continuum. It can be completed in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We'll maybe just give that a bash one night as well. Whichever old point-and-click games have I got as well that we haven't done on stream? I know we did like Day of the Tentacle. We did that almost 5 years ago. We've done Sam and Max. We've done some of those. Of course, we did the Grim Fandango, which we will be doing the Grim Fandango shortly as well. We like to enjoy, but there's no way to save. Oh, right, hang on. You can save if you use the emulator that I told you. I'm certain you press F5, and the emulator can save a snapshot of where you are in the game, Jim. I think. I haven't fired up that emulator for a while. I'll have to fire it up. So, well, if we're going to do Simon the Sorcerer next week, we'll be using it. But yeah, I'm sure that if you do that, it brings up this orangey menu in the middle of the screen, and I'm sure there's a bit where you can take a snapshot of where you are in the game there as well. Is that the one that there was about 5 or more games of it, Gary? Because that sounds familiar. Press some buttons. I'm now looking all over my monitors to see which one has the... Oh, that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're doing Crime Scene Cleaner tomorrow. I completely forgot. I've been trying to think for like half an hour. What on earth have we got scheduled for tomorrow? There was 4 of them there was there. I knew there was multiples of it. Back of my head I was thinking that. Who shall we go and harass tonight though? Do you want to see ships or do you want to see whatever this other game is? I can't remember what this other game is. Oh, have you oh, have you found a key which allows you to save now, Jim? Oh, so you can't get the staff. Let's go and have a word with this fella here. Go give him some cheek. Okay, tomorrow though we are on crime scene cleaner. So Happy Cat has been murdering somebody, and we have to go and clean it up. Or is it in your dungeon, JD? And we're going to have to clean up JD's dungeon for the mess that he's made in front of Mr. Smith. And then they had full playthroughs of the game. Alright, let's jump over. We're going to go and say hello to Shimrock there and see what he's up to there. But Clancy as well, thank you for the sub as well there tonight there, mate. As I keep saying, I never know how to thank all of you. Like, you're all completely crazy. But let's jump over. We're going to say hello to, assuming this is going to work. Oh, it's not doing the thing. Stupid Twitch. Alright, this might work, I don't know. Twitch is being Twitch. But thank you all for watching. Have a good night. And we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.